Alright, we're live again. Apologies for the interrupted stop for the last stream.
Your family.
Yep, had a unexpected family visit, and the stream suddenly stopped. So,
Yeah.
where were we?
We were talking about the unethical necessity of an RGB keyboard.
Yep, and it was kind of an intermission too, so it counts.
Yeah. Alright, but,
Yeah, the one I have right now is, I'm telling you, it is humongous when it comes to, like, the top and the bottom.
humongous. Also, you kind of misspelled the title.
On YouTube?
Yeah. The necessity of a KB.
Well, it's because the thumbnail only takes about like 100 words, or like intro, you know what I mean, like the title takes 100 words, and I had to shorten it.
Okay. But
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have a PC and
Yeah, and you're gonna have to get a good PC because you have to run on like everything. You have to have like a lot of storage. I would know because I have like a lot of FNF mods and my storage is full.
yeah, my Discord's bugging right
Yeah,
now.
that's kind of weird.
But I feel like if you have an RGB, like, if your whole build is
RGB, then you're just gonna need to.
a gaming keyboard,
Yeah.
then have RGB. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't, then you're gonna get bullied.
Yes, you are going to be bullied.
And Void, we're going to bully you for not having RGB.
Yes. Bully me.
I'm going to step on you. Not like that. I'm going to step on your stomach. I'm going to kick you in the abdomen.
That's painful.
Oh, it will be. But yeah, definitely. It's same thing with the rhythm games topic we were talking about. There's definitely the bias with that too.
Yeah, clear biased.
Yeah, clearly biased.
Mm-hmm.
But wow, that was a short topic.
That was
not really much to talk about there. It's just if you don't have an RGB keyboard, you're gonna get bullied.
Yeah, this is basically the.
There's no reasoning behind it. So yeah. I guess we could just pull out two more topics.
Yeah, well, that's the thing though. We should have thought about how long the episodes might have been before we did them. Like, if we're gonna do like a topic that we know that isn't gonna be touched on a lot, we have to talk about it more.
Let's talk about. All right, let's talk about what's one topic you want to talk about. I got one I want to talk about.
One topic I want to talk about is social medias. Like, you know, rhythm game social medias.
I was thinking on the Google Docs.
Oh.
Do you wanna talk about the what is it? Where is it? Hold on, I'll find it.
Alright. I was gonna say that social media.
The inaccurate accuracy of rhythm games judgment system.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
We'll talk
about that, and then we'll talk about my topic that I really want to talk about. So I feel the judgment in rhythm games
is inaccurate.
Oh, they're so strict sometimes.
Yeah, Osu, we're gonna.
Sometimes there's because you could just be playing and then you'd lose a song even though you didn't miss once. And you'd be like, how did I mess that up? And then you'd realize you just got bads for like 20 notes in a row, and you'd be like, how? I hit every single one of them. And it's definitely.
If you were to record yourself, it would still be that.
Yeah. They're definitely. Because, I mean, that's the inaccurate accuracy of them, you know?
Yeah, that's how inaccurate they are.
Yeah, because they're bad.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but with Friday Night Funkin', Um,
It's late
like
too.
the base engine, it is so Friday Night Funkin' Judgment as a whole is like really forgiving.
It's forgiving, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's bad or good for that matter. It's
Yeah, just
forgiving.
like Psych Engine. Oh, you know what I don't like
What?
about the base engine?
Mhm.
The how when you press a note, it doesn't have ghost tapping.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Really hate it, man. Really
But
hate
then again,
because
it's not supposed to be like a competitive rhythm game, you know?
yeah, it's more like a fun rhythm game. But like we're in it for the competitive scenario. I use FNF to practice Osumania.
Yeah. Um,
Speaking of
what
Osumania,
I what I like to use is I don't like playing Mania. I use Quaver when I play.
yes, you are like what, like top 2,000 in Quaver?
No, I'm top 10,000.
Ah,
But yeah, I play a lot of Quaver.
yes, Quaver's fun.
Quaver.
Yes, I have started playing Quaver recently.
Yeah. They have multiplayer.
Oh
For
dang.
stream, we can play that.
Yeah, I can actually play that.
But yeah, there definitely is like really forgiving for some rhythm games,
For some rhythm
especially
games, it's especially like very.
for FNF mods on like with ghost tapping.
Mhm.
That's on like Psych Engine and all the separate engines. You know, Kate Engine. They have ghost tapping. And FNF, you don't lose health for spamming notes
Yeah, that's just
with ghost tapping. Like if you play like Quaver and there's a bunch of notes coming up and you spam, you're gonna lose health
yeah.
because of
You're
how
gonna
strict
lose
the
health,
timing
how
is.
strict the time. Yeah,
Yeah, it's definitely
it's
one
definitely
of
weird.
those things where it's like it's especially something that uh,
Mhm.
FNF players. So I'm tired. I did not go to bed till like 4 o'clock.
Yes, two,
Um, and not to mention I have somebody coming over at like 5 or 6 o'clock.
5, 6 o'clock.
But
Yeah, you did
that's
mention
why I wanted to do the podcast now
now, so for
instead of
later.
later. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
oh yeah, while we're on the topic of the podcast, we're planning on doing a podcast. We're gonna try and do it every week
every weekend,
if we
if po-
can.
if possible.
Yeah. So um
Yeah, I mean like
let's see.
it's
Let's
possible.
get back. It's definitely an issue with players that started on the base FNF engine. They go over to Psych Engine or Kate Engine, and they're
Yep.
like, "Wait, I can press the notes without losing health." And then they just that's their way of playing. They spam
Yeah, they
notes,
spam notes like they're not even good at
and
the
then
game.
they're like, "Oh, I'm getting pretty good at this game. We should go over to like Osumania, or we should go over to Quaver, or we should hop on Row Beats, stuff like that." And then they'd start like
Yeah, and they
trying to
start trying
spam
to
notes
spam
because they
notes.
say, like, yeah, they try to spam notes, and they're like, "What? I'm good at this game. How am I messing up?" And then it takes them a second to realize, "Oh, I need to actually play the game, not just slam my head against the keyboard like I'm mentally disabled Mozart trying to make a song. He's blind and deaf, like Helen Keller."
She's in darkness, Joey. It is all your fault.
Yeah, it's definitely
Definitely, an
yeah.
interesting moment.
Yeah, it's an interesting topic to talk about.
Yeah.
But you know what's also really interesting?
What?
Today's sponsor. No, we don't have a
We
sponsor.
don't have sponsors. If you want to sponsor us, please email us.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
we should probably link our emails, business
yeah.
accounts,
We should just make a business email.
or yeah, we can just make a Rhythmcast email. I can do that.
Yeah, just a business email. We can get sponsors.
Yeah, that
Let's
would.
get money.
Let's make some money off it,
Get
Rhythmcast.
banked.
Let's get some money off
But
the bank. Let's go. 14 and making
woo!
money.
Shilling. Let's shill, guys. Subscribe to Black Void 1001. Join the Discord.
Yes.
What's some other social medias
We
that you
need to. We
have?
need. Yeah. We have Twitch, which is like.
We have a Twitch, but you don't stream on Twitch. But I
I
do,
do.
but
I do
not
have.
really much.
I should probably
We
start streaming on Twitch. I should
You
probably get
should
a different OBS.
make the Twitter account. You
Oh
know,
yeah, I should make
you
a
should make
Twitter
the
account.
Rhythmcast.
I should probably make a
Um,
Twitter account for the first time.
maybe.
I'll have to try it. Let's see what it looks. I'll see how it looks like. Then I'll start try to make a thing for it.
Yep. Um, but back to what we were talking about. We were talking about judgment times.
Judgment timings and holy cow.
So when me and Void were sitting in class, we have the audio video class and it has a bunch of computers in it.
Yes.
He downloaded the Chameleon mod on the computer and he adjusted his judgment times. So you
it's
basically
actually.
only hit Marvs in 6.
Well, I hit goods too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I hit goods. This is a
It's
skill issue.
funny seeing you play on the mushy keyboard at school.
True. It's so horrible.
Yep.
Oh.
My friend. That reminds me, my friend. Now we're back onto the keyboard talk. My friend.
Yes. Keyboard.
We don't skip a beat, man. We're going back.
We told you guys we wouldn't skip a beat.
His keyboard. He basically has one of those like school Dell monitors with the school Dell keyboard.
Yeah.
But his case, his actual like build, his tower is RGB. So he just has the RGB tower with the school monitor and school keyboard.
Oh crap! Queen Elizabeth. I think doesn't Queen
I think
Elizabeth
that's
have
funny.
COVID?
Huh?
That's pretty funny. Wait, doesn't Queen Elizabeth have COVID now? Or?
Yeah. That reminds me. Oh, actually, no. I don't think I can talk about this on stream
COVID.
or on the podcast. No. It's do you know Jay Schlatt?
Yes, we know who Jay Slat is. Unfortunately,
he was playing with Ludwig, and he was talking about, oh yeah, I reckon the Queen will die on February 20th. And today,
it's February 20th.
He said something will happen on February 20th. And just today, the Queen of England got COVID on February 20th.
I wonder how they're reacting with that. I wonder how they feel.
Jay Schlatt is part of something bigger, man.
He's a part of the Illuminati. We just don't know that.
Is. He can read the future.
Dude, I wonder how they make like their streams like so good, like with their PCs and stuff. Like, that's interesting. I actually want to touch on that. Like, what keyboard do pro users use?
I don't know, but they definitely. What I have right now is I have a. Let me see if I can find the box. I think I have the Black Widow Razer Elite. I think that's what I have.
Oh wait, I have a RGB. Yo, I have a RGB Pro. Let's go.
Yeah, I know I have an RGB keyboard. I mean,
yeah, I have a Corsair. Glows. I got a Corsair K55 RGB Pro. It's pretty good. It has like the little like Corsair logo, which extends like further on my desk. Like it has a little like rectangle that you can connect to like the front of the keyboard. Or like the back of the keyboard, and you can just like extend how far the keyboard is. Not like the keys or anything, but like it's like.
I have a Razer Black Widow Elite.
Oh, I have a Razer.
Does my audio?
Yeah, your audio.
Does my audio sound better in here,
bro?
Does it sound better in here?
Yeah, it might.
Wait, hold on. Does it actually sound good in here? Because in here it's like padded.
Yeah.
So there's like no echo.
No echo.
Oh, I'm in my attic.
Oh wait, you're in your attic right now?
Yeah, because I had to go check my box to see what keyboard I had.
Ah.
Alright, I'm getting back into my room.
Last time I checked, you had the school call you.
Oh yeah, the school did call me because I didn't go.
To school, yo.
Yeah.
We're gonna mention that.
No, we're not going to mention that. We're not gonna touch on that any further either.
Oh wait, didn't we forget some stuff from the first episode as well? I want to extend this time.
Oh yeah. Well,
What
we
about
still got to
the?
talk about the story, the edible story, but we
Yeah,
also got to
that's what I
talk
was about to say.
about
Didn't you talk about
we got to
you?
talk about my other topic. Let's talk about the edible story first. All right. So
Yeah,
okay, people
doggo,
are screaming. I
it,
got to see what's going on.
doggo.
No, it's not a dog screaming.
It is a dog for me.
Okay. I don't know
Battery.
who was screaming, but um, basically, this was like about the time when the tree had a fun fact for everybody who didn't know. A tree fell on my house.
Up.
Yep. And then I had to move, and now I go to a completely separate school, and that's how I met Void.
Yes. A tree
Because he
fell, and
mentioned he
then
mentioned he mentioned the funny blue-haired man who went beat boop, and I was like, oh wow, that game's pretty fun. He's like, oh yeah, that game's pretty fun, and then we just kind of went from there.
yes, we did kind of go from there.
Um, but to the story, this was what last like 2 Easters ago.
Yeah, go ahead.
A tree had hit my house, and this is leading up to the actual story. Uh,
Oh no.
what happened was tree. There was a tornado that came around, or it was a hurricane.
Ah,
Um, you remember that big hurricane that came around and it hit around Banks County and
Irma.
Baldwin?
Irma.
Yeah, yeah. It lifted up a tree, and fun fact, a log almost hit me straight on my skull
Dang.
because it hit my living room. I was watching TV in said living room. I was sitting on a couch. I was sitting on the couch in the living room. I was watching Seven Deadly Sins, right, for the first time.
Yeah. And then
And I was like, man, I'm thirsty. So I walk out, I get me a cup of water, fill it up with some ice, and come back, sit down. Loud boom, power cuts out. Tree falls down in front of me, log falls down like right in front of my face. Like, I'm talking like it waved by me. I felt the wind on that. And it like because that really would have broke my legs, but it didn't because the way it fell, it was like it was angled, so it went over the top of my head and like landed. It broke my glasses, by the way. That's how close it was.
wow. Oh, that's destructive.
So I now have PTSD of hurricanes and giant tall trees waving in the wind.
I
But
hate I hate
yeah,
trees. Like the
I
giant
hate I hate I hate trees.
Mr. Beast be
But
mad at us right now.
true. But yeah, that happened. I was scarred. Didn't go to therapy. Just therapized myself.
What are the okay? So
But
how does this lead up
when
to
that
the edible?
happened, you'll find out. So my parents, they had to go to live at a hotel, and I had lived with my brother for about a week, 2 weeks
Oh,
actually.
oh dang.
And at the time, he had a roommate. His roommate loved to take edibles, specifically weed edibles. That's cleverly disguised as candy, and I mean like really well disguised.
Like Starburst, kinda.
Here, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. It was this. I was hungry, right? I was
Yeah.
like tired and hungry,
Mm-hmm.
and let me see if I can find the picture. Have you heard of? Here, let me see if I can find it. I made a new channel while you were gone,
Oh dang.
and let me see if I can find the
Hashtag
packaging.
podcast chat.
Yeah, podcast chat. All right, copy this image. So you're in the podcast chat, right?
Yeah.
This is you've seen Nerd Ropes, right? This is a nerd
Yeah.
rope, right?
Yeah.
And you can see it says tear and share. You see like the
Mhm.
packaging.
Yeah.
It was like 4 in the morning. I was hungry, and my brother said, "Yeah, if you're hungry, just go grab something from like our snack
Huh?
shelf." So I went over to the snack shelf, and there was a Nerds rope there. I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll have a Nerds rope." So I went, got the Nerds rope, and I had ate it. Right?
Yeah.
Turns out that Nerd rope wasn't edible. And if
Wow.
you're wondering how did you confuse that, the edible
Like, how do
for a
you
Nerd
confuse
rope?
it?
Let me show you.
Oh.
This is the packaging,
Oh. Oh no. Oh.
and then look at the other packaging.
Oh no. That is disguised.
Fun fact: the first packaging I posted, you know what that was?
That is.
Also inedible. There is literally no difference. All right, so that's like normal nerd ropes, right?
Yeah, it's normal nerds ropes.
That's not normal nerd ropes. Sorry. Let me see if I can find like
Yeah, that's not
an
normal.
actual.
It's not normal.
All right. In this is the real nerd's rope. So you can see how I got confused.
Medicated nerds rope. Oh,
Yep.
I see. I see. That's.
Yeah, you see. And I was tired at the time, and
You took
it was
one.
yeah, because I was hungry.
Terran
Right? It was
chair.
late at night. See, it even says the Terran chair.
Like, I don't get. That's so funny. Yeah, it's so confusing.
It's because the way they have it set is all right. So remember his neighbor, or
Yeah.
his not his neighbor, his roommate
Roommate. Yeah.
liked weed edibles.
Yeah. Wait,
This
what?
was a weed edible,
Oh,
right? This
wow.
is 400 milligrams.
Yeah.
The way they have the shelf set up, is they have normal food, candy, and then like weed food, like edibles,
Dang.
right?
Right.
And I didn't know this, right?
Mhm.
And my brother didn't know this either because he kept his stuff close to the other stuff.
Dang.
So I grab one, I eat it, and you know,
Let's just say
20 minutes go by. I'm feeling a little bit wonky, right? I'm like, oh god, I could see different years, right?
Yeah.
All right. 40 minutes go by. I'm like feeling like cold but hot at the same exact time.
He's Avatar: The Last
60 minutes go
Airbender.
by, it kicks in because it's a 60-minute like kick in time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know this. My brother his roommate comes in. And he's like, "Hey, you good?" And I just looked him in the eyes, just like bug eyed. He's like, "What'd you eat?" And then he checks. He just looks at it and he says, "Oh no." So yeah,
All right. So that's what it feels like
I
to
don't I
have.
don't remember much because I kind of just blacked out. Woke up the next morning.
Dang. That is just. That is.
And by that, I mean I literally slept from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock in the morning,
Wow. 24 hours sleeping time.
a full 24 hours. Yeah, I was conked out. So
That was interesting.
that's my story.
That's just
Is
story.
it was I literally do not remember a thing.
Wow.
So yeah, you could see why I would confuse these two.
Yeah, I would see that as well. That's just. That was just wow.
Yeah.
Dang. That was just wow. I'm still trying to figure out like Wow.
The thing is, that Nerds Rope is like one of the more recent ones. This is like, oh, never mind, I can't send it. But like some of the old school ones are literally just this packaging, but instead of saying medicated,
Wow.
it just says rainbow.
Rainbow.
Yeah. So let's get on to my topic that I really want to talk about. All right.
All right.
Let me find the topic again.
Yeah.
So we talked about, what was it? The inaccurate accuracy of rhythm game judgment systems.
Yes, we were talking about that.
So we'll highlight that. And what I want to talk about right now is, where is it? Here it is. The compelling completion of a story-driven game.
Ooh.
Let's talk about that.
Yes.
So we all have like those story-driven games,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we do.
So what is your favorite story-driven game?
Minecraft story mode.
Wow, you are basic.
Yes, I am basic, cause I don't. I'm not.
Minecraft story mode, really? Is there? Have you played any other games?
Well, story-driven games, like if it's just like decision making, not much. I don't remember most of the
Not
ones I
not
play.
like decision making, like games like Breath of the Wild. That's a story
Oh yeah,
driven game.
I have Breath of the Wild. Yep.
Games like that. Mario Odyssey is.
Oh yeah, I see
It
what you
gets
mean. Yeah, I either
I'm
like
talking
Mario
like
Odyssey or
more like dialogue heavy, like
dialogue
story
heavy.
game. Like
Watch people say Friday Night Funkin' Week 6.
no, but
But
I
yeah,
had my favorite. What is your favorite game of all time that isn't a rhythm game?
that isn't a rhythm game. My favorite of all time that isn't a rhythm game has to be like either from Brawl Stars or something like that. N-
Ooh,
well, Brawl
mobile
Stars
game.
isn't really much.
Wait,
I
hold on.
lost interest in Brawl Stars, so that's the thing.
Hold on a second. I need. Do we not have episode?
Episode of what?
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Mobile games. Mobile games. That's an episode.
All right, bet. Nice. We got one, guys. Let's go. Mobile
So
rhythm game
why?
ripoffs.
No, no, we're not talking about the saber swipe game.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Friday Night Funkin' ripoffs.
No, we're not. We're not gonna talk about those at all. We're just gonna talk about mobile games in general, like Clash Royale.
Yes, Clash Royale.
Alright, but a recent game that I've been playing that I have actually sunk. You see, I had bought it like 3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
I actually don't even know at this point. I don't know how long I've owned it. It's probably been about a month. But it's this game called The Forest. Have you ever heard of it?
Forest. Heard of it?
You've heard of it? All right. You should really get it because it's pretty
It's
fun.
really fun.
Yeah, you can play it in VR.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, but
That is interesting.
let's see. I have 20 30 hours into this game.
Wow.
All right, and I had bought it 2 to 3 weeks ago.
Mm.
Some of my review for it is the story in this game is great alongside the survival aspect and crafting. I also have to mention how fun this game is in VR too.
Dude,
So
that's interesting.
yeah, I really love this game. It's definitely went into my number one favorite. It's definitely my number one favorite game right now.
Ah.
And people people
People
said
said.
This game has a horror atmosphere, so it's like a horror game that will scare you throughout. I have finished the game in single player mode, but I suggest don't play this game alone if you don't want to scream loudly for fear.
Don't want to scream loudly. Five Nights at Freddy's. Guys, FNAF is real. Yes, that
Yeah,
is something that would be. She knows.
yeah.
By the way, I'm just looking
So,
at Beat
but
Saber
yeah,
cinemas right now, like cinema maps, and it just said there's one with the Squid Game soldier, and it says she knows. I'll have to look for it.
it's definitely. I love this game so much. It's
Is it?
here's somebody's like really long review. Um, what he said
Uh,
was,
oh.
I did not play this game on release. I didn't even think I would like it, to be perfectly clear. I didn't give it a chance until I saw it had VR support. All my gameplay has been in VR. What this game does well: creepy, sometimes scary aesthetic for large amount of game, base building and survival craft with some tower defense mechanics. Exploration is a must for better equipment and learning the secrets of the island. Narrative and story are not cutscenes and long books, but instead found as subtle hints or drawings in the game world. Says the game has been around since 2014, and I don't see a mod community making the game look graphically better. Even still, the game looks and plays like a relevant 2022 game.
Wow.
Yeah. So he also said what it could do better. VR floating hands sometimes leaves something to be desired, even if the best game of all time is in VR does the same thing. Using both of my hands will do things would be pretty amazing. But my right arm is the only one getting a workout. Lol.
Hmm.
Third person movement is a bit quirky and
It,
weird on ropes and such. It could have a sequel with VR capabilities right now. Honestly, these are all minor gripes, but they've done a great job here. Conclusion: this is a whole game with a better than decent VR port. In my opinion, Skyrim VR doesn't even compare to this in terms of playability. If you
yeah.
enjoy survival craft games and need a VR experience, please consider this one.
I might try it.
So you can see people really love this game, and I love it too because
It,
everything.
it's everything, yeah. Like it's positive.
Somebody has 73 hours in it, and he says it's like Minecraft, only less mining, more crafting, and cannibals.
Yes.
Because what happens in the start of the game? It's not really a spoiler. Basically, you're flying over a forest island, and plane crashes. Some guy steals your son, and you have to go around the island, killing the island inhabitants that are trying to kill you and eat you because they're cannibals. And you have to basically go find the secrets out on the island
Mhm.
and save your son.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely like
Very very fun.
it's very fun. Yeah. And not only that, but I've been getting into speedrun. There's another episode, speedrunning.
Yo,
Do an
speed
episode about
run.
speedrunning. I want to start learning how to like getting the routes and speedrunning the games.
Yeah,
So
I'm just
yeah,
downloading.
it's definitely. So I've been going on a while about this. I'm just so passionate about this game. Um, But
Yeah.
yeah, it's one of those games that like when I first got it, I was like, man, I don't know if this game's gonna be fun or not. What if it's not fun? What if it was a waste
What
of
if
my
it's a waste of
money?
my money, a waste of my
Yeah,
time?
a waste of my time. And then because I don't like see a game that everybody hates, and I'm like, oh yeah, I hate that game too. If it's like a $60 game that everybody hates, I'm not gonna waste
I'm not
sixty
gonna waste
dollars to
$60.
play it.
That's
What if
not
it's
even.
like a $20 game or a $15 game
Then
that people say it's like, oh, it's pretty good, oh, it's kind of bad. in my opinion. I'll buy it. I'll try it. And if I don't like it,
If
if
I
it
don't
doesn't live
like
up to my
it, then
expectations, I
yeah,
can refund it.
yeah,
With the forest, I was part of a Discord server, and everybody in that server had got onto a server on a forest server, right?
yeah.
It was like 7 people in the server, right? And the
Uh-huh.
max amount of people you can have in the forest is 8. They were all playing in VR. I was talking to them. I was like, "Hey, is the forest a fun game?" And all of them in unison, like robots, said, "Yes, you should play this game. It is so fun." So that's why I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll buy it."
That's
So I bought it and I played it with them. I was like, the first time I ever went into a cave and I heard the loud roaring, I'm telling
um.
you now, I I got so scared. Oh, Garlic Man's here.
Yo, Garlic Man, we need to talk about the last episode. We need to.
Yeah, come on in, Garlic Man.
All right, here we go.
He's muted.
He. Oh.
Oh, I guess he just wants to be in here. Um,
Yeah.
well, moving on from that, uh, I kind of wanted to ask you, how did you beat Void in the tournament?
Or in any tournament, he means.
Yeah.
I played the game and I did good.
You played the game and you did good. That's
basically,
amazing.
basically, in a
All right,
nutshell.
thanks for answering my question, Garlic Man.
Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like that's another thing I want to talk about. No matter how much you play games,
You're gonna progress
like
at a different rate though.
yeah, people are gonna be like at different skill levels.
Like in
Like no matter how good you are, like if you're going up against a pro player as like an average player with enough like
skill
uh
and luck.
enough skill as an average player, you could beat a pro player. Like that was with like me in Apex.
Yeah.
I can beat like really good players that are like way above my skill level with just a
Oh,
little bit more movement than them.
I should probably get Apex Legends on my PC instead of my PS4.
Maybe.
Should I though? Is it really good?
Um yeah, it's pretty fun on PC. Have you been logging on to Apex recently?
Wait, where'd you get yours from? Where'd you get Apex Legends from? Just
I got mine off Steam.
I'm looking at EA right now. The EA games.
Yeah, you can get it off Steam.
Oh yeah, you can get it on Steam on PC.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
Nice.
added it.
Free to play.
If you've logged on, have you logged on to Apex recently, like at all last week?
About it. The Mad Maggie.
Yeah, because they have that thing where you log in and you get like packs.
Mm.
That reminds me, I should probably open up Apex real
Wow.
quick. Get my packs. We'll open them up on the podcast. Sure, why not? Why not, bro?
Why not?
We can do that. Live Apex Legends pack opening.
Pack opening, live stream.
Live stream. But back to what I was talking about. Definitely those like hard story driven games
Are just
are like really fun. Like you don't even have to be playing them like with other people. Even playing them by yourself is like playing with other people is fun. But when you play like one of those games like the Forest solo, it's just a completely different experience. Because the point of the Forest is you're supposed to be alone. You're the only survivor on the plane crash.
Yeah.
So just being there by yourself in a cave and it's just quiet, it's definitely like a completely different experience than playing with somebody else.
Mm. Yeah. I'm looking at the new video for the Apex Defiance season. This looks pretty good. I'm like at the part where everything's falling on him. Then Maggie jumps, sees Octane in midline, gives Maggie a gun, and then they play together, or fight together. Yeah, half an hour before I get it installed, so that's good. Back to what we were talking about.
Back to what we were talking about.
Yeah. Well,
Well, cool. I opened my Watson packs. And I got a Watson skin.
Nice. Should we just go ahead and end the podcast right here? We got like 40 minutes in a half an hour, so that should be good enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright, everybody. That's going to be it for the Rhythmcast, I guess.
Even though I accidentally paused
very
it.
Scuffed. Very scuffed.
Yeah,
Thanks for that,
this
Rylan.
wasn't really.
Boyd.
This wasn't really a good, like, we messed up a little bit. We were very prepared. I felt like we should have done it at the original time we planned it so we can get more prepared.
Yeah, or, not have random people come into your house.
Well, that was unexpected, though. Like, that's the thing. Like, I did not know. And besides, the stream wasn't, like, up at the time. Like, it went down before. Right.
Well, I guess that's it for this episode.
Get ready for next episode, y'all. This is going to be hype. There'll be one where, like, it's actually pretty good. One where it's actually going to be good. And it's not going to be scuffed.
Where we'll talk about the alluring divertissement of VR games, the overwhelming arrogance of FPS players, the blatant collapse of retro gaming, and the astounding uproar of Battle Royale games.
Those are some very good topics we thought of.
Yep.
Just want to mention that real quick. And also, I will be going live on Twitch as soon as I get my OBS up. Because I'm going to get OBS and use that for streaming on Twitch while I have this for YouTube. So that's going to be exciting. But, yeah. That was fun. I liked that.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here right now.
Yep.
And we'll see everyone else in another episode.
I've been Zardy. He's been Void.
And this is Rhythmcast.
Ourselves this entire time. We aren't real. We are fake. You're living in a simulation. Wake up. All right.